Hello everyone, and welcome to this edition of Sky Does WvW. So this is some footage here that I have of myself in WvW fighting against different servers. Now pretty much the situation is we just captured Stonemist Castle, which is the center castle that's in the internal battlegrounds, which is the one that you really want to own when you're playing WvW. And now we're defending it against another team. So right now I'm coming up against a keep, which is not the actual castle, but it's like a keep outside of the castle that we own at the moment. But we're just finding some NPCs here so we can continue on our path towards Stonemist Castle. So again, this is just like another mini castle that's outside of Stonemist. I would say about a good 30 seconds to a minute away. So as you can see, we already own this, so we're just all walking the path, trying to get back to right there, the center where you see Stonemist, because right now we're owning it, but where you see the little battles, that's where battles are going on. So you have enemies trying to destroy supply camps, trying to wreak havoc, so we can't have any supplies to work with. Pretty much the way the game works, there's a blue world, green world, red world. So there's 3 servers that all have like the same resource cap, towers, and keeps. And then you have an internal battlegrounds, which has resource camps, towers, keeps, and has Stonemist Castle. Now Stonemist Castle is worth 50 points, the keeps are worth 25, the towers are worth 10, and the resource camps are worth 5. The first team that accumulates the most points by the end of the objective is the one that wins the two-week battle. So it's very intense, very big. Now we're inside of Stonemist Castle. I had to fast forward there a little bit for you guys, and we're defending our key point, which is the main entrance. They already broke through the first gate. So as you can see, we're defending this this gate right here, and this is World v World at its best. This is what it's all about. This is what's fun. You got 60, 50 players trying to get in through a gate, and you got another 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50, but we're all spread out trying to defend them for as long as we can. Now this was about, I would say it was going on for a good 30 minutes. I fast forwarded through a lot of this video, but just to give you guys an idea of the time, I would say for like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe even 2 hours, it's just going back and forth. They're owning the castle, we got the castle, we're defending it, they're getting it back, they're coming up the steps to kill our guild leader, and then they regress because they couldn't kill our guild leader, and then we're defending back. So it's a constant struggle. But this is right, I wanted to slow it down for you guys so you can see this is the super cool point where the gate breaks open, and you'll see like 50 players just charging at me. And I thought it was absolutely phenomenal and fantastic and just amazing, the way you can get these kind of epic battles going on while you're playing the game. So right here I'm just healing my pet because I know this gate's about to break, and I'm gonna need everything that I possibly can to survive. So bam, the gate breaks open, got like 50 players coming after me. I pop my number 5 skill, which is my war horn, to give me some speed and swiftness, just hitting them as much as I can. You can see this warrior or guardian over here is trying to hit me, and I'm just backing up using whatever abilities I can. Now you can see it's like 50 or 60 back there, and they're just cleaning up everyone that was on the top gate, trying to attack them before they came through there, and they're doing a good job of cleaning up back there. But you can see it's like maybe 1 or 5, I would say like 5 of us against 60, and we're just holding this point of attack. Now I'm not sure if they were scared or they didn't want to die because they knew it was a long walk, but you can tell they're being very, very careful. It's only 5 of us here, and 50 of them, 40 of them, and they're all like just stuck at this choke point. Nobody wants to go through, and we're holding it the best that we can against the enemy. And you can see with your range abilities, you generally don't want to get too close because you probably end up dying with those type of numbers. So just using the range abilities that I do have and doing as much damage as I can. Right now I'm level 3, so I pretty much just have my basic skills for my axe, and I jumped into WvW right from the beginning and leveled getting my spells. That's not the best way to do it. You probably want to go through PvE because you can get it a lot faster, get all your skills, and then jump into WvW. Right here I wanted to show the skill point that's in Stonemist Castle in the internal battlegrounds. Pretty much if you own the castle, you own the keep, and you come over here, You touch it, you click it, bam, skill point, easy mode. So there's the skill point. So if your team's ever owning it or you're playing and you notice that you guys have control of Stonemist, you definitely want to jump in there, grab that skill point. It's very, very easy. It's a lot of fun. More skill points, the more better. So you can see we're just still holding this choke point, using all the abilities and spells we can. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this because it's just a lot of back and forth, just holding this area as much as we possibly can. And you can see a lot more people start joining me because we're holding it for so long, and a lot more of them start joining them, pretty much trying to stay out of the red circle, stay out of the AoE DPS. Right here I'm going to slow it down because it's a little bit of a scary moment. You see like 4 or 5 of them. I pop my my number 5, my Warhorn, start chasing this guy up the steps. I think he was one of the first ones to try to go up there to kill our leader of the Stonemist castle, and we're just popping everything we can, doing damage. Me and my ranger friend here, killing this guy as much as possible. See, he's almost down, but he pops his heal, and he actually does get back to his guys. My ranger friend kept chasing him, so I'm not sure if he ended up dying or not. But pretty cool, the little bit of 1v1 actions or 2v1s or different type of actions that can happen at the end. I'm almost dead. I pop my heal, I pop my Warhorn, and I'm flying back up the steps, trying to get away from these guys that are trying to kill me behind me. Now they're following me at this point. You can see the whole team's pretty much coming back up here. So you got one team coming from the left, the other team coming from the right, and we're just here defending the best that we possibly can. So right now I'm going to show you guys the leader, which is him, the big guy right next to me on the left. And as soon as enemy players step into that hallway, you'll see he'll start firing his abilities. So we used him as a big just a big defensive point, and it's pretty cool because you can see how you look down, you can actually see what's going down there, how many enemies are coming up the steps and whatnot, because it's see-through. It's like a kind of like a mesh of ropes, and you can look up or down. So the environment's definitely very, very fantastic. And then you can see they're all clustered right there. Our leader, the legendary Castle Lord, is tearing them up, doing a ton of DPS. At this point they have so many players, I couldn't believe that they didn't get in here and kill all of us. You can see we're just holding them up as much as we can. They definitely have way more numbers than us, but stay out of the circle, stay back, and just do some DPS, and you probably help your team out as best as you can. I wanted to fast forward here because it was just more back and forth. We got them down. Now we're starting to turn the tide. So you can see a lot of them are starting to die, just trying to jump, get the caps, get these people dead so their allies can res them back up. And we're just pushing them back both ways, pushing them back the left, pushing them back the right, capping. And I couldn't believe the way we defended this castle. It added so much to the game for me that I didn't get to see up to this point, of how much fun it actually is to storm a castle or defend a castle and actually win. But of course we didn't win the final battle because this is supposed to go on for 2 weeks. But we did win this mini version of a battle that I was showing you guys, because we successfully pushed their attempt away from capturing our leader and capturing the Stonemist castle, and we're pushing them back. See, they're all running now. So just did a great job, man. It's not only about numbers, it's about having a leader there or someone pushing everyone to get them to go. Because I mean, at any point, if they would have all just went in and rushed us, I'm sure they would have probably won, because as you can see in the beginning of the video, it was maybe 5 of us and they had like 50 or 60 people, but they were all kind of scared to die at that choke point right there. So we just held that as long as we could until we gained more numbers on our side, and then when they gained more numbers on their side, then they finally started pushing. But by then, a little bit too late. So it's very important when you're storming this keep, you do it as fast as possible. You can't act scared or stay back there. Now you see they're trying to hold us back at this choke point again, the same place where we held them, but they weren't too successful. At this point they're just running back, running away. Now you can see that gate right there. We have someone actually repairing the gate. So with supplies that you get, you would actually repair the gate. So we're hitting them up, Just trying to get them as far back, destroy their flame ram, destroy whatever we can, popping my heal, running back here so I can get myself back to health so I don't die, destroying their flame ram. And now we should be building up that door any moment now, but of course it costs supply, so if you don't have supply on yourself on hand, then you won't be able to repair that door. But we're just pretty much cleaning up right now, cleaning up all these guys. Now they are gonna do a good job of doing another assault, even though we get them all the way back and outside of our castle. They're gonna end up coming right back, so it's just a constant battle going back and forth. Now while this giant battle's going on, of course you got the supplies, you got the camps, you got the towers, you got the keeps that are all around this area. Like this area right here that I'm showing you guys is just Stonemist castle, it's nothing else. This huge castle with like 2 gates before you can even get into the center. Then outside of that, of course, you have the keeps, you have the towers, you have the resource camps, you have the Dolacs going back and forth carrying supply. So there's a lot to this, and it's a lot of fun, man. You can see here, I was trying to see if I can revive my pet back. I wanted to see if I can build this this gate back up for you guys so you can see how it is to repair. So you go to the wall, you click repair, and then since I had 10 supply on me, I'm just like how you craft or how you build siege weapons in WvW the same way. So the castle, the walls back up, but of course it has very low health. You can tell it's about 1/5 of the health that it should be. Now the more people that bring supply, the more that can come up and help build that wall strength up, and that's how you play defense. Now at least I got the wall up, so when another team member passed by, they might not even think about touching the wall or looking at its health. They just see a wall and they're like, oh yeah, right, I'm not gonna attack that by myself. And that happens a lot. Here's the oil thing where you can drop oil on enemy players that are trying to do it, but you got to build it up. Now I already used my 10 supply on that wall, and you can see here I fell down. They're trying to build siege weapons, or we're trying to build a siege weapon right here to break our gate, but we're doing a good job of holding them back and just pretty much playing defense. So now we're cleaning up. If you can see my mini map in the bottom right hand corner, there's 3 areas where there's action going on, or you know, server versus server. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas. So those are the choke points. Those are the parts where you want to get to and help and defend. So there's always something to do. You're not just mindlessly walking around, and that's pretty much what I spent my time doing while I was doing this this WvW video. It was looking for where the action was going on, helping my team the best that I can. So right now I'm just trying to get back in, get back to the action. You can see this, the 2 double swords cross went away just now because we just killed the enemies that were in this area. So now I'm gonna start heading back to another area. They just actually built a wall right in front of me, so that's why you kind of saw that glitch, but it was really just the wall got built back up while I was trying to cross it. Now I'm gonna start heading towards these swords and see what other action is going on. So you can see we're doing a good job. We're kind of spread out, but we are trying to build everything back up and defend this keep as much as possible. So you can see it's a lot of fun, very entertaining. WvW, PvE elements, PvP elements, it's a little bit of everything. It's just so much you can do when you're in a coordinated effort. Now this is me just playing alone and just doing whatever I can to help my team, but imagine playing with a guild of 200, 300 players and just owning the servers. Just amazing amount of fun, amazing amount of content that can go into that.
That's what they're doing, because then we have
just going back in the middle right at this point just to see what's going on. The different type of defenses that these keeps or castles have, like a resource camp, they only have guards. That's the type of defense that helps you. The tower, they have guards, walls or doors, and a lord. Keeps, they have guards, walls or doors, lords, and inner walls also. And then Stonemist Castle has, Stonemist Castle has the same as the keep. So you have guards, walls or doors, lords, and inner walls. So you have that second extra gate. So right here they're forming up back together, trying to kill us again. So you can see it's just a constant battle going back and forth. You really don't have that much time to get supply and build your defenses, because there's just a constant attack, a constant struggle going back and forth. Now this is the eternal battleground, so you have the 3 servers that are trying to get this area. If their zone is, or their world, I would say zone, is protected and they're holding their own, then this is the next area they would want to go to. Now of course you can go to green world, blue world, red world, depending on what team. If you're a green world, then you want to go to red or blue world, and you can start taking over places there. Or you can just go to internal battlegrounds, where all 3 usually come and try to fight each other. So it adds a very epic element of a fight. And this is the end of the video, so I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and check out the Iron Legion live every Friday at 11 p.m. Thank you.